Today, we are digging into an AI model that is just breaking all the rules. It's called Mixtral, and it's built on this really radical idea that totally questions how we've been building AI for the better part of a decade.
But what if there's a more efficient, a smarter way to get incredible performance without just building these gigantic monster models? Well, that's the big question we're tackling today.
All right, so here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with the big problem Mixtral is trying to solve. Then we'll dive into its unique mixture of experts approach. We're going to peek under the hood at its secret weapon, the router, then look at its pretty stunning performance and a really cool surprise. And finally, we'll wrap it all up with why this whole thing is such a big deal for the future of AI. For years, the road to a more powerful AI has basically been a one-way street. Just keep adding more layers, more data, more parameters. This has created this incredible arms race for just pure scale. Yeah, this whole bigger is better philosophy has given us models with hundreds of billions, even trillions of parameters. It's an approach that was, honestly, starting to hit a wall. You just weren't getting the same bang for your buck. And this is right where Mixtral walks onto the scene. Instead of just following the crowd and building another behemoth, its creators over at Mistral AI asked a totally different question. What if we could just be more efficient? Okay, so here's the core idea, and it's brilliant. A traditional AI model, it's like one giant generalist brain trying to do everything all at once. Mixtral is completely different. Think of it more like a team of 8 specialist consultants. For any question you ask it, it doesn't bother the whole team. It intelligently picks just the 2 best experts for that specific job. Now, the fancy technical name for this is a sparse mixture of experts, or SMOE. It just means that even though the model has this huge pool of knowledge it can draw from, it only ever uses a small, super targeted piece of it at any given moment.
So you're probably wondering, how in the world does it know which 2 experts to pick? Well, that's the job of the most critical piece of this whole puzzle, a really clever bit of the network called the router. For every single piece of information, we call it a token, which is basically a word or even part of a word. The router takes a quick look at it and decides, okay, which 2 of my experts are best for this? It then sends the token only to those 2. They do their thing, their results get combined, and this whole process happens for every single token at lightning speed. Now, this design leads to some pretty mind-bending numbers. In total, Mixtral has access to a library of 47 billion parameters. But, and this is the absolute magic of it, for any single task, it only ever uses about 13 billion of those parameters. So it means you get the knowledge and the nuance of a giant 47 billion parameter model, but with the speed and the cost of a much, much smaller 13 billion parameter one.